Hello, my name is Miguel Elliott. I'm with Living Earth Structures, and we're at a farm here in Sebastopol, the site of where I've built a Palletable Cobin, right? So this is a house made out of wooden shipping pallets, insulated with straw, and covered in an earthen mixture called cob. Let me show you inside. So the way this is done is we did uprights to support the roof, and then basically like a gazebo frame. And then we put the pallets attached to those uprights and then insulated those with straw. Straw is a very good insulator, and the earth is a very good insulator from the heat, right? And so this was a product. We did a work party where we spent maybe 3 days putting the frame up, and then over a weekend we put the cob mixture over the walls, right? So about 5 days of actual kind of physical labor, and then did the roof using all recycled wood. The windows were all recycled. So yeah, it's a nice living roof. It has a skylight up there. So I'll show you the inside. So this is the kitchen, right? So we call this a palatable kitchen. And so, it's 120 square feet, but this is the size you need for all your basic amenities. And so this here, let me show you this. This is the architectural drawings that were made to build one of these. We're going to be building one at Real Goods up in Mendocino. And so we've submitted these plans then to an engineer, and the engineer is going to be submitting those plans, his calculations, his specs to the building department at Mendocino County. So we'll be getting a permit to build the first Palletable Cobin there at the Solar Living Institute, and so then that's going to set a precedent for us to be able to then build these Palletable Cobins anywhere in any other county that's amenable to it. So let me show you another little Cobin here. So you have a nice little garden here. The back side has a shower over there. You can't really see it from here, but the back side is the shower. And then coming around here, this is the sleeping space. Right? So you can see here, so this is done the same way with the upright supports supporting the roof, putting the pallets in between, and then insulated with the straw. And using recycled windows, recycled wood. It's amazing how much wood you can get from dumpsters outside of construction sites. So you can see the inside. So it's a small little sleeping space, but for somebody who's in need of a home, this is all you really need. And you can have a lot of fun with putting stained glass and bottles into the walls, which doesn't cost anything extra, but it adds a really nice artistic feature. And what's really nice is on a hot day, this space is a lot cooler, and when it's cold out, it's much warmer inside. It's perfect. I rarely ever have to use any heating. I've never had to use air conditioning on hot days. It's perfect. This is smart building. This is how we're intended to be building. So it just makes a lot of sense. And in the process of building it, having people without much construction experience to come together and actually help to build and put their own creative energy into the creation of their living space is about the most empowering thing one can do for themselves. So we need to activate these more. We need to get these into the mainstream, because I'm pretty certain that this is the best solution for low-income housing. And so everybody who needs a home and doesn't have a whole lot of money to spend should know how to build a little Palletable Cobin. Pallets are free. Straw is close to free. The earth is free. This is how we're intended to build, using recycled materials. We're not intended to be using materials that cause pollution and is harmful for the body and is expensive. And so this is taken our lives back into our own hands, and not allowing the corporate CEOs of all the building industry to dictate how we're supposed to live. This is taking our lives into our own hands and building the way that we should be living in harmony with the earth. And so, we should have schools where people are trained in workshop settings, where people can then go out and build their own home for themselves. So that's actually something that we've envisioned here, we have a lot of land here. We could build a whole village of little palatable cobins here. You have your communal kitchen, you have your communal bathroom shower, and then you have maybe 10 little pods where everybody gets to have their own sleeping space to enjoy.